Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and I'm prepping for my first bodybuilding competition. I'm officially 9 days out today, which is crazy because I've been prepping now for 20 weeks. So to be almost in peak week is just like so surreal. I cannot believe it. I'm really excited because today I'm going to be starting a mock peak. So for anyone who doesn't know, peak week is when you completely deplete your body of everything. And then you carb up a few days before your show so that when you go on stage, your muscle bellies are really full. You look really filled out and muscular. We did a mock peak this week, which means I was on low days for over 5 days. I had really low food, which meant I was hungry and very low energy, but the payoff is that today and tomorrow I'm gonna get a ton of food, more food that I've been used to recently. So today marks the first day of that. We're gonna see how my body responds to the extra food, the extra fat, the extra carbs, and kind of see what needs to happen for my actual peak. I'm really excited. If you've watched my other videos, you'd know that I actually asked to have peanut butter removed from my meal plan because peanut butter is like my kryptonite and I was feeling really tempted to overindulge in peanut butter. And so I had asked for it to be removed from my meal plan, but then I said to my coach, you know, I'm really close to show, I can see the end in sight, and I'm not going to do anything to sabotage that, so I'm ready for peanut butter again. So today I get peanut butter for the first time in weeks. I love peanut butter so much, it's my favorite thing. I get even more tomorrow. So I'll take you through my meals today and then I'll also take you through my meals tomorrow and I'll let you know like kind of how my body responds, what my coach says. I'll show you my check-ins afterwards. But she also sent me my peak week protocol, which is super in-depth. It's this big PDF that goes into detail about everything that I can and cannot do. And so I'm really excited because I am like a stickler for rules. I'm a big rule follower. So this is like a really fun game for me to like stick to all these rules. I'll take you along through everything that happens in the next couple days. And then on Saturday, I'm 7 days out, which means it's peak week time. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Yesterday, after my coach sent me my peak week protocol, I went and bought everything that I needed for peak week. So I have all my supplies. And I'll show you everything that I had to get. So I'm just about to have my first meal now, which to be honest, I've been like putting off all morning because there's peanut butter in it and I know it's gonna be so good. So I've kind of been procrastinating so that I can, you know, enjoy it a little bit later. This is such an exciting video for me to make. I find this part of bodybuilding prep really interesting when you start to like manipulate food and water and salt, and it's kind of like this big science experiment and I'm like the lab rat. So that's, I think, my favorite thing about bodybuilding is that my coach just tells me what to do. I'm like her canvas and she is the artist, and just to kind of see the way that my body responds to everything, I find really interesting. So hopefully you find it interesting too. I'm excited to take you through it with me and let's get into it. Okay, so for my first meal today, I get 100 grams of rice and 100 grams of banana, and I actually prefer the texture of frozen banana, don't judge me. So 100 grams of banana and then 120 grams of chicken breast. I just air fried this with just some salt, no other seasoning. And then 10 grams of peanut butter, which I'm so excited about. Look at how gorgeous that peanut butter looks. 2 fried eggs with a little bit of salt. Half a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt with 500 to 750 milliliters of water. If you're not a bodybuilder, this combination of food probably seems so disgusting. But honestly, when you've been deprived of the most delicious things, you get used to the weirdest combos, and it's just all like the perfect sweet and salty, which is like what I've been craving lately, is just sweet and salty combos. Even if you're not in bodybuilding prep, I would suggest trying it. I'm not even trying to be dramatic right now. This might be one of the best meals I've ever had. Like, I almost am moved to tears about how good this is. I want to make this last forever. If you want to learn to truly appreciate the little things, prep for a bodybuilding show. I didn't even like chicken before I started prep. Like, I was vehemently against eating chicken breast. I only ate chicken thighs. And now when I get chicken, I'm so excited, especially something like chicken, banana, peanut butter, like Are you kidding me? This is it's so good. It's not just feeding my body, it's feeding my soul. Something that I am really not loving right now is drinking black coffee. I know some people die by their black coffee and like will not put anything in their coffee, but I'm just not one of those people. I love putting a little bit of Splenda, a little bit of vanilla almond milk, or when I'm not in prep, oat milk, oh my God, or Fairlife chocolate milk with espresso on ice. Oh my God, that's so good. Black coffee for now, I'm putting cinnamon in it. Normally artificial sweeteners get cut the week of your show anyways, but I was having really, really bad bloating and I was kind of freaking out about it. I messaged my coach and I told her like what was happening. I sent her a picture of my bloating. I don't think this is how I'm supposed to be at 2 weeks out. Like I don't feel lean, I'm not vascular, I'm not shredded. I just feel bloated and watery. My digestion was just really off. And so she suggested that it might be the sweeteners. I was putting like 2 Splenda packs in my coffee in the morning, and then I was having like 1 in the afternoon and maybe even 1 a little bit later in the day. And then I was also having diet pops and sugar-free ketchup. And I think just the accumulation of all of that artificial sweetener in my stomach with not enough food to digest with it was really, really upsetting my stomach. So anyway, I cut that out, I think 3 days ago now. And since then I've been like lean, shredded, looking good, looking exactly where I need to be at a week out. So it was a really easy fix. And so I don't know if any of you are dealing with any digestion issues. Maybe if you're kind of in the same boat that I was, maybe try cutting them out for a couple days and see what happens, because you might see positive results. The only downside is that you have to drink black coffee, which is not fun. But I'm not here for fun at this point or necessarily like constant enjoyment or comfortability. I'm here to win a show. So black coffee it is. I did, in an act of desperation, buy flavored coffee pods, hoping that they would alleviate some of my hatred for black coffee. So I got the tropical coconut, I got a regular cold brew. This one's rich chocolate, and then this is roasted hazelnut. And then I also got a vanilla and a caramel as well. But honestly, they all just taste the same. They all taste like black coffee with maybe an essence of a flavor. And I think what needs to enhance the flavor is some sort of like sugar or sweetener. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just addicted to sweetener, but like these just taste like black coffee. So anyway, you can try them if you're in the same boat as me, if you're also struggling with black coffee. They're a little bit different than just regular coffee, but still, I mean, it's just acid water at the end of the day. So my next meal is not as exciting as breakfast, but I'm still really excited because I love fish. So it's 150 grams of rice, which is so much rice, 120 grams of cod, and then I have to put 15 grams of avocado oil, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm gonna use Dijon mustard and Frank's Red Hot for my condiments, because if you didn't know, mustard and hot sauce are the only condiments that you can use when you're in bodybuilding prep. And then I'm gonna add some lemon as well. So I just got home from the gym. I just did cardio, and normally I would wait until I'm like showered and changed to eat, but I am so hungry right now. I can't wait another minute. I have to make my food and eat it now. For my third meal, I have 150 grams of rice, 100 grams of extra lean ground beef, and 60 grams of asparagus, and then also 15 grams of butter. I'm kind of disappointed with this because I washed my asparagus very thoroughly, but for some reason, there's still sand in it. So every bite is a little bit grainy, but honestly, it's food. I'm starving, I'll take it. I'm not gonna be picky. I'm probably gonna add Frank's and Dijon. I've been given a PDF from my coach. She sent me a big PDF yesterday outlining all of the things that I need to do or not do in my peak week, kind of starting today. And so I have a lot of guidelines that I need to stick to, which I'm really excited about. I love a game with a lot of rules. So the PDF is kind of in list form, and some of it is not in chronological order, which stresses me out because I feel like I'm gonna miss something. So I decided that I'm going to transfer most of the information into my actual day planner, so that every day I can just wake up and look at whatever day it is and I'll know exactly what to do. I also have timers set in my phone for sending check-ins when I need to, or taking like certain supplements that I have to take. So I have my last meal of the day, my snack, which is 4 rice cakes with 95 grams of berries, which I heated up in the microwave with a little bit of cinnamon, some blueberries, 10 grams of peanut butter, and 25 grams of honey. I'm gonna dig into this. I'm gonna work on my planning of peak week, and then I'm gonna get into bed. Happy peak week eve. I'm so excited. It is the next morning now and I just got home from the gym. I thought I would give like an update on how I'm feeling after my first full day of eating on my mock peak. So I woke up this morning feeling so hungry. Like immediately when I woke up, I was like, I need to eat something, but I can't. So I went to the gym, I had some coffee, I had water, and so my stomach is just like feeling so empty. The good thing is today I'm getting a little bit more food than I had yesterday, so I have a little bit lower protein, higher carb, and higher fat, and so I'm hoping after my meals today I'll feel fed, but probably not. I'm expecting to feel pretty hungry all the way up until show day, honestly, so we'll see what happens, but yeah, I'll take you through what I eat today. It's gonna be the same as yesterday, but just like different amounts of things, but I'll show you anyways. Okay, so for breakfast today, super exciting. We have 170 grams of rice, 100 grams of banana, just like yesterday, 80 grams of chicken breast, which is a little bit less than yesterday, 2 eggs, which I'm sad because I broke one of my egg yolks when I was frying it, and 20 grams of peanut butter, which I am just so excited about. And then obviously a half a teaspoon of salt. Starting today also, I'm gonna be taking a digestive enzyme with each main meal. So like not my like last snack, but just my main meals, just to help with digestion, obviously. I am like literally like shaking right now because I'm so hungry. I had to delay my eating window a little bit because I have to send a check-in to my coach 2 hours after I eat this. The way that it worked out, I have to send my check-in photos and videos at 11, and so I'm gonna have to eat at 9, and if I had the choice I would have eaten earlier just because I'm so hungry. But yeah, I had to delay my eating window, but now I finally get to sit down and eat, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna take my enzyme. I've got another 600 milliliters of water here, and I'll send a check-in at like 11 o'clock to my coach to just kind of give her a physique update. I'm just really hoping that after I eat this, I actually feel full and that I'm not like still hungry. Also, poor Nova cannot catch a break. Last week he got kennel cough and he was on antibiotics. And then this week he's got a bacterial ear infection and he has to wear a cone. Like, poor guy. But he doesn't often get junky treats, but I gave him a pup cup after his vet appointment yesterday because he was just a goodest boy, weren't you? All right, guys, I checked in with Anna 2 hours after my first meal and she said, proceed with the high day. So I'm continuing on with my prescribed day 2 of my mock peak. So I'll show you what I'm gonna have for lunch, but my check-ins are looking really good. I'm so proud of where I'm at right now. I was feeling super anxious in the beginning of the week that I wasn't where I needed to be, and I think I was just in my head. Which is pretty common. Like, you have prep goggles on and I don't know, for me, I wasn't sure what I was supposed to look like at this stage of the game. But now that I've seen what I look like after a mock peak, I'm so proud of the way that my physique is coming together. I'm looking really full. And yeah, I think after another week of depletion after today, and then another like real peak, I'm really excited to see kind of the package and how it all comes together. Okay, so for meal 2, we have 200 grams of rice, which is iconic, 80 grams of fish, and 15 grams of avocado oil, which I really like avocado oil. I've never had it before, but the flavor is great. And then I just put some lemon, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and Dijon mustard and hot sauce. Also, I don't think that I mentioned this yet, but starting today, I can't wear any deodorant or use any like soaps or body wash. And I'm not excited about that at all. I am a smelly gal. Like, if you know me, you know that I reapply deodorant multiple times a day because I have a fear of smelling bad. So I'm not super excited about this part of the process, but it's fine because I'm not really gonna be seeing anyone anyways. Like, I'm gonna be pretty isolated for the next week. So today, instead of deodorant, I just used a little bit of baby powder, and I guess dryer sheets might be my best friend for the next week. I just realized how confusing that last clip might have been if you have no idea about bodybuilding. In order to prepare for your tan, you can't use any like soaps or oils or deodorants or anything like that. So that's why I'm not allowed to use soap or deodorant. I just realized how out of context and weird that might have sounded if you know nothing about bodybuilding. Please excuse how dark it is in my house right now, but I have to check in with Anna 45 minutes after each meal. So I've just kept all of the windows shut and I use my ring light to do the check-in photos. So it's pretty dark in here, but I was just out running some errands and I came home. I was starving, so ready to eat my third meal, but I weighed out my rice and I was 15 grams short. Name a worse feeling than having to cook an entire new batch of rice just for 15 grams. It was very frustrating, but the rice is ready. I'm putting together my dinner and it's very similar to yesterday. I'll show you what it is. We have 200 grams of rice, which is just amazing. I'm so happy. Another 100 grams of ground beef, just like last night, 60 grams of asparagus, 15 grams of butter, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and then some mustard and hot sauce. All right, it's officially that time of the night. It is the last meal of the day and the last meal of my mock peak. So it's bittersweet because I get extra peanut butter. I get 25 grams of peanut butter, which is an absolute dream for me. It's the same as last night, 4 rice cakes, peanut butter, 25 grams of honey, 95 grams of blueberries, and I put some cinnamon on top. So I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna get into bed because I am exhausted. But tomorrow is actually 7 days out. I'm officially 1 week and we start peaking me again. So we're gonna go back to the low day meal plan. No more peanut butter, unfortunately, until show day. But yeah, we're gonna ride through the week with low food. I get back on my 85 minutes of cardio, and then into the week we'll slowly start to decrease my cardio, and then a couple days before show we'll start to carb me up again and actually peak me. I'm really excited, but I'm gonna eat this, enjoy it, because it's my last delicious, yummy, high carb meal with lots of peanut butter, and then I'm gonna head to bed.